What is the worst crop to farm in Hypixel Skyblock? Currently, there are 10 farmable crops that have collections in the game, but one of them is definitely the worst. In today's video, we're going to be getting right into that, but first, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're getting pretty close to 2,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate a subscribe. You can always change your mind later. And anyway, let's get right on into the video. So, there are currently 10 crops in the game which you can farm, and these include... With that out of the way, you might imagine it would be a crop such as mushrooms, or cocoa beans, or cactus, and you'd be right, but not specifically. We definitely can eliminate a few crops such as melons, or pumpkins, or carrots, or potatoes, or wheat. And the reason for that is because they simply are just way better. The reason I say these crops are better is not for any indirect reason. It's because these are the most competitive crops in the game. They actually make money, they require a little bit of skill to get a gold medal in one of Jacob's farming contests, and in addition to that, they give great farming EXP. Now, the reason I have kind of left out crops such as cactus, mushroom, or cocoa beans is because they're very niche use crops with not a very valuable collection, and in addition to that, anyone can get a gold medal with a single layer of a farm. What's more, since these collections have no real incentive to grind and very lackluster final rewards in comparison to something like the potato collection, which you can craft your very own hot potato books at the final potato level, they just make grinding seem pointless, and with tools that you have to farm 100 million crops, it just seems tiring, repetitive, and grindy. This is why my top 3 for crops that are meaningless are... Now, as far as these 3 crops go, I have to admit I'm fairly new to farming on this specific profile. Now, that doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing in general. On my main profile, I have farming 45 or something like that, and I have gold medals in like every crop. But on this profile, it's pretty new, so I'm going to go ahead and show you like what I'm making by each contest. So if we head over here to the Farm Merchant Shop, we click on Jacob, we can go to our previous cactus, which is a silver medal with 8,368 crops. We can also take a look at our recent mushroom contest, which was pretty bad, so we're going to go ahead and take our personal best instead of 3,951 crops. And we'll go ahead and go over to the bazaar and check out what these would amount to. So if we go ahead and just round up, because I can't be bothered to buy, so many or whatever, we have cactus collection, and we go ahead and we set up a buy order for 9,000 cactus, would be 9,000 coins. However, during a contest, I make about 51 enchanted cactus die, so if we go ahead and try and buy 51 enchanted cactus die, it's about 56,000 coins per contest. Now currently my farm that I'm using is only about halfway completable, so it only takes me about 10 minutes. So overall I would be making about 100,000 coins per contest. Now if we go ahead and compare that to mushrooms, my all-time best was 3,951 mushrooms collected. 3,951. That is 48,000 mushrooms. However, whenever you look at 3,951 mushrooms, you can think about the collection required to get an enchanted mushroom. Now, if we go ahead and do the math here, 3,951 divided by 160, which is the requirement to craft one enchanted mushroom, we get 3,951 divided by 60, which equals 24.69 enchanted mushrooms. Now, if we go ahead and do that into the bazaar, we can go ahead and try to buy 24 enchanted mushrooms for 77,000 coins. That is quite a bit more than 56,000 coins, comparatively speaking, to cactus, and in addition to that, we have an extra 69 mushrooms left over, which we could go ahead and buy for slightly over 1,200 coins. Now, the reason I haven't touched on cocoa beans yet is because cocoa beans actually are not that bad to farm. If you go ahead and look at this farm here, you know, they're not that bad. You can get a gold medal, they make some decent money, you can craft replenish books with them, which are always in demand, but the issue is, you have to manually place every single one of these cocoa beans on your own. Alright, now to conclude this video, I am going to tell you why I think cactus is the worst crop in the entire game. This is completely objective. Do not argue. Anyway, reason 1. The tool sucks. It does not have any crop bonus like you would think it does. All it has is slices through cactus instantly, and it's just as expensive as any other farming tool. Second, you have to place every individual cactus by hand, and the basket of seeds does not work. Reason 3, you cannot get that much collection from it. As you can see, I only have 316,000 collection, and I've had this hoe for a very long time. Now, overall, just a terrible crop, and what's worse, it makes no money. And you know what's even worse than that? To even harvest it properly, you have to get cactus green. You know how you get that? Smelting touch on your tool. Who wants to put smelting touch on their tool? No one. That's right. So anyway, overall, bad crop, wouldn't recommend, and that is the worst crop in Hypixel Skyblock. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you think that you learned anything, or even just enjoyed yourself while you're here, and especially since you specifically are still here at the end of the video, thank you. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, getting close to 2,000 subscribers now, and that's it. I'll see you in the next video.